Matthew is in Preston in Lancashire. Matthew, good evening.
Hello, good evening. Wondering if you can help. So I deactivated a social media profile back in 2023, which was partly due to the request of my, who's now 14-year-old daughter, who's been having a few problems, shall we say, and struggling with a couple of things. So I deactivated that profile because there was a lot of pictures on there that she didn't want her peers at school to see, etc., etc., and whilst it was deactivated, it got hacked, and I found out it was hacked in late 23. Since then, over the past 2 years, been doing everything I can just to get them to delete our images off their platform. It's affected my daughter deeply. I've sent a right to erasure, which I believe is your legal right, for them to erase all data. I've sent that on email. A few weeks ago, I've even sent it in an ivory envelope, sealed with candle wax, just hoping it would get somebody's attention, and printed off a letter, printed off my passport so that I can prove it's me requesting it. My daughters wrote a letter to them.
So first of all, have they accepted that your account's been hacked, or have they not responded to that, or have they disputed it?
Well, incidentally, technically they did accept it, because within a month of it being hacked, I received an authorization code, which I missed on email. But I've seen recently that, to be fair to them, they did send it to me a month after. Now, that authorization code to get back into the account is obviously not valid anymore. And since then, over the past 2 years, I've not been able to get another code off them. But other than that, there's been nothing from them. I mean, it's got to a point where we're literally handwriting letters to them.
So, they're never going to get read by a tech company. I'm assuming you used the online reporting function as well.
Online, yeah. So we've emailed every account that we can find.
Not email. All social media platforms have an online report function. It's either... I've reported my own profile probably about 20 times. I've got family members to report it. There's okay, so these are your rights. These are your rights, Matthew. First of all, you've done exactly the right thing, which is sending the platform a right to erase or right to delete request under the UK GDPR. And they are legally obliged to take them down. It's that simple. There are some exceptions to that, but with a child involved, there is not a shadow of doubt they've got to take them down. So if they're not complying, you need to complain to the Information Commissioner. Google Information Commissioner. You put in a report via the Information Commissioner's website. Make sure you attach all relevant documents, but not too many. A very tempting thing to do is to attach all 20 email complaints, notes of 100 phone calls. Not needed. Just keep it to the bare bones to show you made a request to delete and they haven't actioned it. You're much more likely to get a positive response if your complaint is focused and short than if it's 100 pages of text, which the person who's dealing with your complaint and a million others won't have time to read through.
Okay.
So Information Commissioner, complain that the platform hasn't complied with your right to delete request, and the Information Commissioner should sort that out for you fairly quickly. One other thing, Matthew, do you know who's behind the hack? I assume you don't, but if you do, we have another.
I know whereabouts in the world they're located. They're located in Vietnam. I could see where the login was. Okay,
that's not going to help. I was going to say that if you know who's behind it and they're in the UK, then the police can get involved because it's a criminal offence.
Yeah, it's not someone I know messing with me. It's apparently it's a big problem from Vietnam at the moment. What I was going to ask you just before I let you go. If I get no response or any action from the Information Commissioner, what would be my next step? Like, can I take legal action? Is there any way I can?
You can bring a claim against the platform, but that's going to be expensive. You can also report it to Action Fraud, but that's not going to do anything. It just makes a record that your account's been hacked. But Information Commissioner should be able to help you here. I'm reasonably confident they will, Matthew.